Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now, for a couple of months I've been wanting to do a video on our single story extension, and now is the time. I am currently working with Velux Windows, and it's all part of the single story extension that we have done in terms of extending our kitchen. We decided to go for Velux Windows to brighten up our living space, and it has been one of the best decisions we've made. So I'm going to go through and show you the kitchen and also the windows. So if you're considering having a single story extension or a loft extension, this might be useful to watch, and it might give you some ideas as to what you can also do to brighten up your own living space. In 2013, I bought a house with my husband, and it's this house, and I was 3 months pregnant at the time. And I remember walking into this house, and first thing that kind of struck me was the stained glass windows. It's a 30s property and it let in a lot of light. When I walked into the kitchen, it was a totally different story. It was very dark and very much sort of 80s. Nothing wrong with the 80s, of course, but it wasn't the style of kitchen that I like. We knew that we wanted to extend the property, but we were new parents and life was just so busy. So 6 years later, we managed to get to the point where we were able to get an architect over who basically drew the plans. And this was a single story extension that we wanted to have here, that would include a new kitchen, a utility room, a downstairs toilet, and an office at the front of the property. So that's basically our single story extension. But the first thing that struck me was the fact that we were going to have windows up above and ones that would definitely let in more light. One of my favourite things in the morning is walking into the kitchen and looking up, and that way I know what the weather is like through looking at the sky through the windows. It's also an absolute benefit for me in the evenings because you get to see the stars and the moon. Ideally, windows should take up 15 to 20% of your whole room's floor space. So that's a consideration to take into account when you're having plans made for your extension. And I just like the fact that you can open these windows to let in more air if you like, as well as obviously we've got the vertical windows here. But it's just nice to be able to see the light come through in the day. And the kitchen for us is our main hub. I call it the engine room. When I'm cooking over here, it's great to have the windows close by so that it can kind of get rid of all those lingering food smells. And yeah, I think that it's just transformed our living space. We love being here throughout the day. It's definitely brought us together as a family, and we like to socialise here and entertain here. It's been really beneficial having the customer service line as well with Velux. They are very helpful. And there's also an online chat if you have any questions regarding the windows. So I always feel as though I have a product which I know is going to last. And if there are any issues, I know that there is a good support system available. I hope this video has given you some idea of how Velux Windows could transform your living space. I can genuinely say the kitchen is my favourite room in the house now. It's currently just gone 7 o'clock in the evening, so we're still getting a lot of light come through. And it's definitely a mood lifter. I would absolutely love to hear from you if you have got any questions relating to the windows. And please do check out the other videos on channelmum.com. Thanks very much for watching.